It is Minimax out for their first pre-final, well, their first race of today. Your grid is as follows. So, starting on the front row in the Minimax pre-final on day 2 of the first round of the BNL Karting Series, we have Matej Radenkovic on pole position. Alongside will be Austria's Nando Weichselbaumer. And behind them, representing Belgium and Germany respectively, the 199 of Dams Racing's Thomas Strauven and SP Motorsports, Tam Saleh from Germany in the 150. Kasper Schormans from the Netherlands, also from SP Motorsport. We'll have Jasper Leenerts from Belgium with the GKS Lemons Power Crew on row 3. Thiemen Huben and Lawrence Herbots round out the top 8 positions, representing the Netherlands and Belgium respectively. Karel Stout and Olivier Jonkers make it an all-Belgian row number 5. Rounding out the 13 strong, Mick van den Berg, Mathis Soubadou and Renaud Franco. Now Franco was found to be a technical non-conformity due to being underweight, and as a result was excluded from the qualifying session, even though he had placed 3rd after the 5 minutes time qualifying session earlier on this morning. So once again, 13 minutes plus an additional lap. This time for Minimax, their penultimate race of the weekend. Top 10, Radenkovic, Weichselbaumer, Strauven, Saleh, Schormans, Leenerts, Huben, Herbots and Stout. 13 drivers. That's quite handy. We've got 13 minutes on the clock plus an additional lap in this first of 2 races, the pre-final for Minimax, to get things underway here this afternoon. The second of 12 races, all 13 minutes plus an additional lap. Shout out to Jen Wade, who's looking forward to some great finals this afternoon, having sent me a Facebook message directly. Thank you, Jen. Hope you're keeping well over in Austria at the moment. Red lights on the starting gantry once again, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your hats, because if you thought Micromax was interesting, let's see what Minimax brings to the party. Through into the tram lines they come. The Rotax roar comes back once again, and we are off and away. Great start from Radenkovic. Strauven going up into second, gets a little bit of a bump from behind into turn 2. As Weichselbaumer goes through into the runoff, manages to go up the inside, and here comes Kasper Schormans. So Strauven really being hustled here, and is almost being passed by Huben up into turn 5, but Strauven hangs on for the minute. But in the meantime, there's another change as there's been an absolute carambolage into turn 6. And the 129 of Mick van den Berg came off worst of everybody. Oh my goodness. So we had great composed driving, and then we have a carambolage in turn 6. So Micromax and Minimax respectively. However, Radenkovic leads. They come through into turn number 11. And this time it is the 146 of Austria's Nando Weichselbaumer that takes P2. And the accident, the multi-car accident happening a bit earlier on, threw the cat amongst the proverbial pigeons, as now Thomas Strauven still in 4th place. He's now got Thiemen Huben from Belgium. There's a change for the lead. Weichselbaumer strikes up the inside of Radenkovic and manages to switch back. And there comes Kasper Schormans running the back bumper of the Belgian, going through turn 4. Now we head back up to turn number 6. And this time Radenkovic has gone side by side with Schormans, heading down to turn 7. The Buvin Power driver blasts past the SP Motorsport driver, and Strauven now back in the game. Closing whilst those two in front have been battling away tooth and nail. But Weichselbaumer is trying to break the toe from behind. But just like we saw in Micromax, this is where things get interesting. Renaud Franco, in the meantime, has got all the way up from stone dead last in 13th, and as a result of that turn 6 incident, now up into P6. So Radenkovic leads. Well, did lead because Weichselbaumer's got past. Must have slipstream past him down the main straight away across the start-finish line. So Austria has a driver in the lead of a race. Weichselbaumer just fractionally ahead of Radenkovic. And now Thomas Strauven has got past Kasper Schomans for P3 and has broken away from him, and also Reno Franco, who is absolutely flying at the moment. Fastest lap of the race for the 111 from GKS Lemons Power, a 1 minute .528. And at the moment, Radenkovic is actually the slowest out of the top 5, a 1 minute .825. As Weichselbaumer gets the head down, heading into the right-hand sweeper at turn 10. Radenkovic hunting him down, trying to grab a set of claws onto his prey as they come through into turn 12. Just 10 minutes remaining of this pre-final here on finals day on August 2nd. As now out of the slipstream comes Reno Franco and slingshots past Kasper Schomans into turn 2. Nicely done by the Dutch driver. Now was on the back foot but has responded. Now, did I just see a cart off? I'm not sure. Off of turn number 4. That might have just been a bit of the light glinting in my eye. I'm not too sure. But, however, there is one driver that is languishing a bit further down the order. That is Mick Vandenberg, who is way down the order, as it looks to be that we've got to move. That's Tam Saleh up the inside of Lawrence Herbals just a moment ago. But Weichselbaumer is not being allowed to breathe by Matej Radenkovic from Belgium. Strauven trying to close up. Franco up into 4th. Schomans down into 5th. Huben, Jonkers, Leenerts, Stout up into 9th past Herbals. Tam Saleh, Matisse Soubadou and Mick Vandenberg round out the 13, still circulating with 8 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. And Matenkovic was looking racy going into turn 2, but thought discretion is the better part of valor. Now through turn 4. Through into turn 5. Now into the right at 6. Radenkovic still waiting for that opportunity to strike. And now we get a good run coming down into turn 7. If he was a bit closer, he might have had a chance through turn 7 that time, but Radenkovic holds back. Strauven was about 0.4 of a second off of the Warring 2 at the front, but looks to be a little bit closer now by about 3 kart lengths as they come down towards the right-hand sweeper at 10. Then into the left at 11. This time Strauven still trying to make inroads as the top 4 drivers, which is Weichselbaumer who still lead at the moment as we go onto lap number 6 of this race. 7 minutes and 56 seconds plus an additional lap to go. Radenkovic goes for the lead and gets it nice and cleanly, slingshotting past Austria's Nando Weichselbaumer through turn 2. But that has allowed Thomas Strauven to close back up once again. The Dams racing driver as again Weichselbaumer does the goes up the inside. Radenkovic with the cutback, successful on that, and now here comes Strauven through into turn 7. A great exchange between the top 3. They are not giving quarter, but they are racing hard, fair and clean. A little bit further back, Reno Franco is in P4 ahead of Kasper Schomans for P5 as they will now come through turn 10. And behind them, Thiemen Huben now leads Olivier Jonkers. Now I'm seeing where is Jasper Leenerts is doing a great job. He's now got past Olivier Jonkers, so the GKS Lemons Power driver in the 177, now up into 7th position. He represented Team Belgium last year at Sarno in this particular class as, again, Jonkers up the inside of Leenerts. And just up ahead, Thiemen Huben now really trying to break away, but the 3 behind, which is rounded out by Karol Stout from PG Motorsport in the 143. And Stout going towards the inside of Leenerts and takes the position through turn 7. Neatly done. That is for P8, but the leaders at the moment, Radenkovic still leads, but we have a change for second. Thomas Strauven in 2nd position representing Belgium. So it is a Belgium 1-2 at the moment on home soil. Nando Weichselbaumer, Reno Franco, Kasper Schomans, Thiemen Huben, Olivier Jonkers, Karel Stout, Jasper Leenerts, and Tam Saleh ran out the top 10 at the moment as they come across the line with 5 minutes and 55 seconds plus an additional lap still to go in this second pre-final of the weekend. Strauva looking a bit closer to Radenkovic now as they go through turns 3, 4, now into the left at 5. They've dropped Weichselbaumer quite considerably in the meantime. Weichselbaumer was about nearly 6/10 of a second behind the 2 at the front as Strauva gets a really good run on Radenkovic going into turn 7. Won't make the move yet. Will size up, wait for his opportunity, and then strike. It's not a case of if, it's always a case of when will the overtake happen. And the only person that really knows how to pull out that strategy will be Thomas Strauven in second position. 5 minutes and 14 plus an additional lap to go. Great battle at the front of the field and all the way up and down the order, apart from the turn 6 incident on the very first lap. So local time, 13:46 Central European summertime as we go into the last 5 minutes. And Strauven bumps Radenkovic from behind. They have got to watch it because if they get a front fairing penalty, it's an automatic 5-second time penalty added onto their race as Jonkers really starting to struggle a little bit as Karel Stout was trying to go up the inside through into turn 2. But Tam Saleh now trying to challenge for 9th position. Hasn't got, and has got through, I think, on turn number 6. So that's a nice move there for the 150 from Germany. But then Karel Stout from Belgium quickly on the counter-offensive. Unable to make the switch back through turn 7. But is going pretty much toe-to-toe with the German going through the exit of turn 8 into turn 9. Leaders now coming through the right at turn 10 into 11. Weichselbaumer, who started on the front row alongside Radenkovic, is dropping a little bit further behind the top 2. So they now come across the line, completing lap number 9. 4 minutes on the clock, plus a lap. Strauven still not close enough, I fear, at the minute. But a lot can happen in another 3.5 minutes or so. And Strauven will know when to make that chance happen and make that opportunity present itself, or make an opportunity for himself, making it fair and clean. But this great battle a little bit further down the order, which has got in second in that train, which is Olivier Jonkers. Jasper Leenerts is just behind. And up ahead is Thiemen Huben in the 105. All 13 drivers still running. Matej Radenkovic holds the fastest lap of the race on lap number 9 with a 59.409. As the leaders now come through into turn 12, as some of the others now come through turn 11, as now Jonkers is sizing up Huben for a potential move. I would think that he's probably going to be better off coming out of turn 12, going down the start-finish straight, getting the head down, closing quickly. And this is the perfect opportunity. And as I say that, Jonkers up the inside. Oh, Huben does the switchback very nicely there indeed. And yet, Leenerts goes up the inside of Jonkers through turn 3. Nice work by the 177 there. A great brief exchange. And as a result of that, Jonkers went to 6th. Dropped down to 7th and instantly found himself in 8th position. Nice work by Jasper Leenerts as now he and Thiemen Huben trying to break away from those drivers behind. And it looks like Jonkers has lost out another position. This time to Tam Saleh from Germany. Getting into the last 120 seconds or so of this race, plus an additional lap. The battle is not at the front anymore. It's from 6th onwards. And 2 of the drivers at the front of that are from GKS Lemons Power, with Thiemen Huben leading the train from 6th position round to about 10th. So some great ducking and diving, dodging and weaving by those drivers. But Strauven is fast running out of time. Karel Stout comes out of the toe of Strauven as Jasper Leenerts goes up past Thiemen Huben. Nice move through turn 2, makes it stick by turn 3 and keeps ahead through turns 4, 5. Now into the right at 6. Huben will go back up the inside of him, retake the position. Nice awareness there from Jasper Leenerts, and in the process, Huben loses out another place. Oh my goodness me, it could be 3 by the end of the turn 7, and it is. Oh my goodness, in one fell swoop, you can make one move, and it costs you 3 positions. So some nice work there. So this means that Jasper Leenerts leads that train with just over 70 seconds on the clock remaining. Plus an additional lap, he's got Tam Saleh from Germany, Olivier Jonkers, Thiemen Huben, Looks like Karel Stout and Lawrence Herboz are at the back end of that train, as the leaders now will go on to effectively, I think they'll be close to the penultimate lap. But Yonkers now really having to fight back. All looks up the inside of Tam Saleh through turn 1 and into turn 2. Can't get past. Hubin and Herboz battling over what is going to be effectively P10. Soubadou and Mick Vandenberg still running at the minute, but Strouven is running out of time to go on the offensive against Matej Radenkovic. The gap was just under 0.2 of a second. Oh, wheels are rubbing between Saleh and Leenaerts, but Leenaerts is holding on. He's holding on. They clash coming into turn 7, as that was well timed by Olivier Yonkers, and Tam Saleh in the process has lost out 2 positions. Tries to go up the inside of Karel Stout through turn 9. Stout keeps ahead. This allows Hubin and Herboz to come into the party. Saleh loses another place through turn 10. So that was 1 second on the board still to go, and the leaders just crossed the line. 2 laps left, and it is absolutely kicking off as I see that Herboz Hubin was trying to get past Karel Stout. But oh my goodness me, it wasn't the front of the field, it was the mid-pack that has really come alive right now, as now Yonkers closing on the back bumper of Jasper Leenaerts, as the 2 GKS drivers in the form of Herboz now ahead of Hubin. Hubin has tumbled quite considerably as the leaders now come through turn 8, but now Olivier Yonkers trying to size up Jasper Leenaerts going towards the inside through turn 7, gets the move done. Leenaerts will have an opportunity. He might be able to return the favour probably into turn 2 on the final lap of this race. Leaders now coming through. They will get the last lap board. Radenkovic is still holding on. Thomas Strouven senses a bit of blood in the water. Final lap it is in Minimax Pre-Final 2 on day 2 of the opening round of the season. Strouven not quite close enough yet. But Yonkers has got past Leenaerts. And Radenkovic has been closed in on because the homing beacon has been engaged, courtesy of Thomas Strouven. They go onto the back straight away for the final time. This is the chance he needs to use now, does Thomas Strouven. Into turn 7. Can't get anywhere close. Through the right-hand sweeper at 8. Radenkovic is holding on. The lead about a kart length and a half. As Leenaerts is fast running out of time to try and get past Olivier Yonkers, but through turn 10 for the final time come the 2 leaders. And at the moment, Radenkovic still holding on by about 3 kart lengths going into turn 12 for the final time in this race. And the checkered flag this time waves around for Matej Radenkovic in the 196. Fractionally ahead by 2.2 tenths of a second ahead of Thomas Strouven. Nando Weichselbaumer, who started P2, ended up 3rd at the end of it. Rino Franco came back from stone dead last to finish in 4th place. 5th goes to Kasper Schumans. 6th to Olivier Yonkers, who had some great battling with the likes of Leenaerts, who finishes in 7th. Stout, who finishes in 8th. Tam Saleh in 9th. Thimen Hubin in 10th, with Lawrence Herboz, Mick Vandenberg, and Mathis Soubadou from France. All 13 drivers completed the race, completing a total of 15 laps. But going into the final this afternoon, the early afternoon winner in the pre-final is Matej Radenkovic.